Welcome back. Thank you for the break time. It's good to get out of the chair for a few. Even if in truth I spent part of the break in another chair. Damn. Need the moonwalk. I hope they never change that. Just walk backwards. You've yet to see the big bad that Sean said will feature in the game. Hey, more stuff, bring it on. Could we do a little station hopping? Let's hop station. Hey, look what came back. I told you those exosuit upgrades were spawning. We're restocking again, just like on my other save. Not every station, not every time. But this is like our home system. You know how many times we've been here? We have bought that exosuit upgrade before. I've probably bought it a few times before now. So let's buy it again. Hey, you want us to restock? I'll buy it again. They're not supposed to restock. So as we hop around, we're gonna check for a few things. I wanna check for underwater modules, mission board missions, and we're looking for a traveler we can pay 100 nanites to for a gravesite location. We're gonna go see if that works. After we do that, might return to the scientist at the base. I meant to go talk to him before we left. And then we could hop to some new systems as well. Just go to the end of the list. And as you go to systems, I think the way the teleporter list is organized is most recently visited at the beginning of the list, and the end of the list would be the least recently visited system. But if you're trying to visit every system on your list, then you just start from the end of the list. It'll keep moving them to the front, and you just always pick the one at the end of the list. You can go through your whole list. Since it doesn't alphabetize or anything like that. So, scan plants for nanites. That's the kind of stuff we definitely want. It's free nanites. We're going to be scanning anyways. Deliveries seem kind of hit or miss. They're usually fine. Probably worth doing, but there's a traveler. I see you. Traveler Balump. That exosuit of yours, I've seen better. You're not a person of substance, are you? Suppose I could assist you? Charity helps us all. Where did you come from? Offers directions to a place of interest. Anomalous subspace signal. Gronic, you think that's a stupid mechanic? Why do you have to station hop to buy the same thing at another station? It's like the game's forcing you to travel. You don't like being forced to do things. I had enough of that shit. Ah! Just don't tell me what I can't do. Yeah, I'm not big on having options taken away. Also a bit of a contrarian. Started going after the bounty ships when they appear. They pop up. We've only got one shield mod in this fighter, wouldn't mind putting another one in, but this fighter doesn't have a lot of room. I was hoping we'd find a medium fighter by now. Nice S-class medium fighter. This is nonsense, do you understand? It makes no sense. Alright, we have not yet gotten any of the glyphs this playthrough, or this save. The last save, I got all 16 before the 1616 quest. I got all 16 from graves, from travelers. But, sounds like there's still bugs for some people, and let's see what happens here. Barrow iced version. Captain Frantic, you're off to harvest living glass. Alright, good luck. We'll be here. I asked a question that no one had asked. It was the simple. The Sentinels. What are the do they come from? Made it my life's work to find. Left logs, records across worlds. The fallen traveler's grave is marked by a glyph, an epitaph of some ancient technology. I obtain the glyph, and with it the ability to travel to unknown worlds. I leave the fallen traveler in peace. And it says we got a glyph. Let's see if it went in our journal. It did. So far, so good. That's just one, but it's one. So, I don't know how that reflects on your situation, Chronic, but it's an old save, right? An old updated save, not a new save. Not picking up the sodium just because it's all shiny and it's a nice big patch. I don't need the sodium. Anyone else do that? Sometimes you just see a nice spawn of something and you can't help yourself. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't even need it. It's just a nice spawn of something and you can't help yourself. You did get the first one, none of the preceding ones. All right, we'll try another one. We can try another. So with those current scanner mods, we're getting 50,000 for a plant and up to 400,000 for a rare cluster. While we're here, should we grab some stuff and then? And there's a manufacturing facility. Yeah, we gotta do. Hit at least 14 graves since then, and then got nothing. That is messed up. It's such an important part of the game. I mean, important, but it's significant. Important's maybe the wrong word, but it's significant. I must not have spent much time on this planet before, although I've been here. My ankles! A nice spawn, though. $411,000. Nice. So you've picked out stuff that you want from people who have posted glyphs to systems where those things are known to spawn. And now all you have to do is get there and then reload and wait and reload until things you want show up. That's what you're aiming for? Did you get here? Did you see the gun that I got for free? Did you see the S-Class gun I got for free from a Viking? I think I showed you when you got here. I don't know if I want to go chasing tech modules on this planet. What were we doing? We were going to go find another traveler. They're called a ship. There was a manufacturing facility. That's what I wanted to go to. You did. So I'd like to... I caught a glimpse of some of those fancy, exotic, alien, crazy weapons. It also looked like... Did Google update the way they preview images on image search? And when did that happen? Because I didn't notice it till yesterday, and I hate it. There's no more big image previews. There's a sidebar with a tiny image preview. Are they pushing to move traffic through to more websites? The Poke Rap? I don't even know it. I can't forget it. I was lucky enough to get a blueprint for unstable plasma, so we can actually make that stuff now. Alright, what do we have here? Something, Korvax language. That's Viking. That's not helpful. There's not much of a clue there. An enthusiastic guild blob is on screen, wearing a mask with a central colored light. It energetically jetpacks around an alien alphabet. The blob makes a demand. Common element, trade vaults open. Well, we only have two choices. Anybody remember this one? Common element. They're all pretty common. Well, pure ferrite is less common. Sodium's pretty common. It's the more common one that I've got. Maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way, and we can't read much of the language, so I don't have any clues, really. Korvax language. The Delighted! Education blob teaches me some of the language of the warriors. Yeah, and... Mind control device, a temporary frigate upgrade that lasts for one expedition. What does it do? Allows the fleet commander to gain the upper hand at any negotiation. Say so. There you go, Willow. Chronic says, I hate myself because I still remember the rap from Gen 1. What's wrong with that? It's okay to like silly things. One more. Keep an eye out before we leave. Should we do anything else before we leave? Maybe we'll see. Can't see my jetpacks when I'm on that side of the screen. Let's see about grabbing a little more fungal mold while we're on a toxic planet. Yeah, we picked up a mission board mission. Scanning plants. Chronic, you'll say Charmander was best start. You're wrong if you say otherwise. Best starter. Well, I don't know a thing, but I've recognized some of the names. There was a plant in here, though. Unidentified plant. I saw you. Saw you pop up. Oh. Ah. Oh. On our last save, no, we're not going to that observatory. On our last save, hold that thought. Hey, Pierce, what's up? Jay, Entropic family. Good to see you, Pierce. Hope you're well. Checked out No Man's Sky. There was uranium in rocks on our last save on one of our first planets, the one with our first base. There was uranium everywhere in rocks. It was so easy to gather. And even on the radioactive planets I've been to on this save, I have not found convenient radioactive rocks. It's always a secondary element in everything. Didn't realize how fortunate that was at the time. How's the knack? The knack's doing all right. You know, they put the metal bits in and carved the natural bits out, and thanks for asking. It's all right. Your neck doing all right? I need to re-engage with my regular stretches. Not been doing as much as I should, and it's a lifelong thing now. It will be a lifelong thing, so. Alright, we don't need to find the last creature here, unless it wants to fly by.
Toxic protection. 40.
She is. She is. Thank you for checking. She's okay. I actually found. So she called twice during the stream that day, and I answered when I saw the second call. First time I thought she had just butt dialed or something, which she does. And I had spoken to her earlier in the day, so I mean, I wasn't thinking there was anything. She wasn't even trying to reach me. She knows I'm streaming. She's not calling. Rang again. What am I saying? She left a message that first time. I didn't realize it until today, but she had left a very short message, and so I got to hear it all over again. Hysterical, you know? She was scared. Rightly so. And it was horrible. I mean, the message was horrible. She's here's someone. Here's someone you know you care about. So your mom just that upset is very upsetting. That and the fact that to hear her that upset and not be able to make out what she was saying, I thought I was ready for her to say my sister was in the hospital or someone had died or something. Wasps. In the end, that the Hornets, wasps, said they were yellow jackets. It turned out he keeps finding them dead in the house. What are we doing? Where's the space station? We came into this system via a space station. Where is the space station? We did come into this system via a space station, didn't we? Yeah, I know yes! Where's the space station? Far side of the planet? Would it be hiding the waypoint if it was on the far side of the planet? And check. Lost the space station, guys. Wait, it's the blue. It's the blue. Hold on, where'd it go? It's the blue. It's because we have a turn in a scanning the plants mission. Yeah, that's... It was hiding the symbol that I was looking for. Oh no, not puns. No bees knees. No.
Hostile scan detected. Warning. Threat detected.
Ah, you're not having that.
Hostile ships approaching.
You may not have my drop pod data. There's 3 or 4 of them, though. Shit. This is why I wish I had an extra shield mod, because when you start these fights, and there's more than 2 of them, they can do a lot of damage pretty quick. Depending on their weapons, and how aggressive they are, and how well they team up on you. I am not doing very well right now. In fact, this is probably the worst fight I've had. It's the one I've been working on. If I get my shields back from killing this guy, please. Shields restored, just partially though. Going very well. Now you recharge my shields again. You feel old? Send help. No soup for you. No soup for you. Is there a problem? I guess we were perfectly still. Apparently you cannot pulse from a standstill. Another system, another traveler, another grave. We want to see if it's bugging out after the first glyph. Glitch in the positron injector, clearly. Of course. Those cheap mods. The upgrade did not restock here like it did in the one of the last two systems we were in. So, I'm not grabbing anything right now, I was just thinking about the nanites, but down the road, it's worth doing some of these. For example, like a semiconductor. If you have the blueprint for a superconductor and you need the semiconductor, sometimes they're sold on trade terminals, or merchants in buildings on planets might sell them. You can also get them as rewards, and some of the crafting mats you can get from quests. Wait, was there anybody see a traveler? Didn't look. No traveler. Checking the merchants, see if they have an underwater protection module, an S-class. Although I think I may have checked all of these exosuit merchants already when I was looking for other things. I don't remember seeing an S-class underwater. Bees and others. Shields and life support, but we've got 3 and 3. And unless I want to start putting things in general inventory, I do have written down which system has the S-class scanner mod if we want to get another one. But that A-class is better than S-classes that I've seen. 9,500 fauna. Only 5,500 flora, but 9,500 fauna on an A-class scanner mod. I don't think I'll replace that. We still have 2 A-class scanner mods. I might replace one of them at some point. And hope that the S-class rolls better on both numbers. Underwater creature for 152 nanites. Yeah. I don't want to go over to the merchants on the other side. Let's find ourselves a traveler. It's too much work to jet across to the other side. You think you're lazy? Hold my beer. You can't take it. I wish this guy could have worked at our base. He could have been our overseer, manager Fats. Come on, Fats. Can you? Is it too late to hire someone else to oversee the base? I want Fats. Killed 28 creatures. Not. I start with you. Traveler. I dreamt of the creation of an ultimate weapon, a path that would require me to do unspeakable things. This moment, whatever you do, you will contribute to my glory. Let us trade. Aside from asking them where they came from, what are the best things you can... Who's traded with travelers a lot? Do they ever give you anything really good? Worthwhile? A lot of purple. A ruin, a grave, and a monolith. Sweet. Well, let's go to all those places, yeah? Pyramid Head. Captain Frantic, welcome back. Say, well, the experimental patch broke all your mods. And now you remember why that Uni Goo Goo hold down the button bull honky is such a dumb game mechanic. Harvest that normally takes 5 minutes just took 15. Yeah, hold down. So like holding X and then moving between different things. What? That's separate from the mods? What all broke with the mods? So far you've just gotten junk from them trading with travelers. Misbehave, you've got nothing but potato drops. Eat some J-Luck. No. Sending luck. Let's try to do like a... we need a Buddha around here. Rub the Buddha's belly or something. A mod that makes... that kind of mod. You have a mod that makes clicks instant. I gotcha. And the little hold wheel messes with that. Hat. You really should just have that useless farm NPC just collect shit for you. I mean, yeah, I haven't hired the farmer yet, but neither save. But if he's anything like the other ones, yeah, they'll just stand around doing nothing. The least they could do is their job. When they're not storming, I really like frozen worlds. They're beautiful. Snowy landscapes, especially if they have enough plant life, enough trees, and... We didn't go to the grave first. Okay, we didn't go to the grave first. Hyperborean planet, deep freeze. And I've already been here. Looks like I've already been here, and I missed the I missed the stone. The Gek word for murderous. Murderous. Assume I got this then. Yeah, I guess I've been here. Subterranean relics. Planet. Took some screenshots of a trade outpost I saw yesterday that spawned in a hill, half in a hill. I had to excavate to get to the terminal. And when I landed my ship landed with half in a hill. And it's weird. Very weird. Does that happen a lot? Nice, misbehave. It's alright. The game demands many hours of your time. You're just fudging the numbers a little bit. I leave this game running a lot. Not intentionally when I go out, but after the stream, I might not play for a while, but I'll probably just leave it running until I do. And then there's watching ships. And I know Chronic and others probably are doing that, a reload system where you have to be actively engaged, but I like to just sit back and watch the ships roll in. I wish you could make a custom waypoint from the ship. I want to mark that and come back to it, but we'll go to the grave in a second. Let's stop here first. Where's the door? I'm so bad at finding the entrance for places. It doesn't matter that it's snowy. We'll just go around the building twice to find it. I jumped over it though. I never did walk around this way, so of course it's right here. First number moves, or the last number moves to the front. 5, 4, 3, 6. Signal detected. So the really exotic and alien weapons, besides looking up glyph codes online for known locations where they spawn, how rare are all of those? Have you ever seen one, any of you seen one spawn in your own games? Of any kind, any gnarly looking gun? The one I got yesterday with Splatoon colors is the best gun I've seen. Color scheme notwithstanding. The only S-Class gun I've seen in the game in 150 plus hours. The only S-Class gun I've seen. normal system, an exotic gun has about a 2% chance of spawning. In a rich system, it goes up to a whopping 5. Cool. That's better than I mean, I don't have numbers in mind, but that's somehow better than I expected. Chronic, yep, you've had an alien B around when you first started, and then you got an A of it not too long ago. What is a B and an A? What are we talking about now? Are there 2 different alien types? Just 2, or? Oh, so the alien ones, they're not like exotic ships, they're all S-class. You can have an alien gun in regular classes. I don't know why I assumed it was alien meant they were also going to be top of the line. Traced signal to Korvax. I wanted to granted with convergence in exchange for the price, extraction from my mind. Their wrist recovered, I gained their lied to us. Convergence abets sentinels provided with tribute. Carapace to Korvax helped them conceal their coming. Fire, please step back. The fallen traveler's grave is marked by a glyph, an epitaph of some ancient tech. Will it work? Leave the traveler in peace. Says 2. Did we actually get the bird? Chronic moment of truth. It looks like it's working. Yeah, it is working. So they need to fix your game. They need to fix your save. They need to fix a great many things. God, I hope they fix that for you. That's... Captain Frantic, they used to all be S-Class if you remember, but now they come CBAS. Chronic, from what you understand, the aliens used to be best in the game, yeah, but they got a hard nerf at some point. Well, that's consistent. Man, you're getting robbed! Robbed! Robbed. Skyway robbery. Well, now that I know those glyphs can be acquired in this save at least. Hey, Chronic, I got a weird idea. What? I suppose restarting is completely out of the question for you, but I just want to explore the crazy idea anyways. You have billions on you, and you can't transfer money, right? So you wouldn't really be able to... You can transfer in multiplayer stuff, ships, whatever, but billions, what would you do? There's like no way for you to transfer billions even through someone else to another save, right? What about, have you looked up whether or not people have figured out any flags to change using a save editor to fix some of the situations you're in? Maybe they've found some of the... I know that there are save editors, and I know that they haven't tried one. I was originally wondering if the ships that I filled our previous save slots with could be deleted to free up those ship slots. You remember when I freaked out over that. But I never did try that out. But it sounds like there are things, possibilities, probably a lot of game flags that could be tweaked. Frostwort. Let's go get some Frostwort while we're here. I've got some on the freighter, but if we're going to start making glass for some cool buildings soon, when we build on Gladka. When we build there, it's I want to use a lot of glass. Crap. Chronic, I'm sorry I keep doing that, man. Yeah. They really just need to fix that. Although at least on PS4, I'm not saying there's a save editor for it, I'm sure there isn't, but at least you can export saves on PS4 to USB. I don't know of anybody doing anything where they're modifying them and you can get them back into the system. They're probably somewhat encrypted, and I know they're attached to your PSN account when you export them to USB. Some games are picky about it. You can only import to your own system, and some games are not. You can take the save and import it on someone else's system. I wonder what No Man's Sky saves are like, and if anyone's messing with them, messing with exported PS4 saves. Xbox does not let you export saves. Found that out while playing the Xbox version of Nier. I was hoping to make a backup save. This was not to be. Looked into that option. No dice, completely locked out of the file. Not totally surprising, just crappy. One more species. One more species. I have quite a few planets with only one missing species. And I understand the basics about looking high and low in caves, in the sky, in the water, and to try different regions of the planet. But just knowing that doesn't make it easy to find the missing creature. Some of them... Back on Gladka, we were probably missing a few, but that bird that would show up from time to time, fly overhead, and I still can't scan it. That's pretty rare that it even flies overhead. Be the last one even after we find the rest. I'm gonna stay here. Came here for the grave, and then then Frostwort. I guess I wanted Frostwort. What is up with not being able to tag buildings? Why did that have to be a new bug? I mean, tags hold on everything else, but tags on unknown buildings disappear. You know, there's a building there. Tree. You need line of sight to tag buildings. I did not know that. So it's not new. It's not a bug and it's not new. Buried tech modules that are this far down are usually, in my experience, they've been in cave floors and then they're bugged. Like if this opens up into a cave, yeah, and then we hit the cave floor, and the cave floor you can't dig through. It's a feature.
Extreme temperature detected.
So if it doesn't say, if I get to the location of a buried tech, piece of tech, and it's
Protection falling.
still 20, 30 meters away, I usually walk away from it without even checking, because I'm getting used to the idea that they're going to be in a cave floor that you can't get to. Two that really irritate you are the glyphs and no longer getting any profit from selling things. Did you cap out when you say no longer getting any profit from selling things? Did you literally cap, or is it just because you are too rich? Figuratively speaking? Or... Nothing else to spend it on? Or... No cap. Hey, so, just as an example, it wasn't the best roll. We got launch fuel instead of nanites out of this. I got an S-class mining mod out of one of these, and it was the first loot, I think, that I'd gotten out. It's usually nanites. But there you have it. That one dropped Starship launch fuel instead of nanites. So you can get loot out of them. Let's call the ship. Unless I let it run out of launch fuel. Which is... It just... ha 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 ha. Launch thrusters not charged. My psychic or just subconscious was working better than my conscious mind there. I knew I had done that on some level. Okay. Okay, fine. No. Hey, Steel Goodwin. I am not on permadeath. I'm on normal. Normal. Although, if I were restarting today, I might be tempted to do survival. You can't change it after the fact, right? You bought literally everything at the terminal, which worked fine. Saw the unit lost when you went to sell it. Oh yeah, that yes, you mentioned that bug. You bought things at the terminal, and you were selling them back. You're getting nothing. It wasn't just certain items. Anything you were selling, you were getting 0 for. Even though there's no money cap, do you think that could have something to do with how much money you have, and get bugged out when you got super rich? Maybe the game is confused about where to put the money. Hey, Slugger. Greetings. I wish I had a good explanation or suggestion. I don't. Get a better look at these. They're flying right by here. Hi, birdie. eagles.
Protection falling.
Yeah, it was a decent looking bird. Mr. Frodo, sir, it's the eagles. So much wildlife. I want to overkill this plant, but I don't want to blow the shit out of everything else. Kill an entire herd with that plasma grenade. I just wanted to take revenge on the one. The predator in action. Oh, with the kill.
Ground protection falling.
See that predator kill?
Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. No free slots in suit inventory. Technology recharge.
Frantic, unit cap. Oh. And retail. It's the cap. I missed that in chat. Yeah, I'm sure it is a grind fest. Reading back survival, permadeath. Yeah, I would not do permadeath. I don't think I would do permadeath in this game. I've killed myself with plasma grenades trying to open a door, so I should not play permadeath. Hey, Chronic, there's always the future. They may add things for you to spend it on, and then maybe even let you earn more riches yet. If you do a permadeath to get to the center and get the achievement, you get both achievements. Yeah, okay, maybe it'd be worth trying sometime. For that, sort of a quick play, not a I'm going to invest in making this character all it can be. I'm going to get the best ships. I'm going to build a base, and then I'm going to die for some silly reason, and it's all going to disappear. I might take our first save at some future point, and after getting glyph codes for some of the planets in Euclid that we renamed and visited, been here too. Okay, why can't waypoints change after you're done with them? I've been here. There's nothing for us here. But I might take that other save and move it on to, is it Eisman? At some point. Why you're doing the hauler things. You got a hoard for the future, man. Anbuki, hey. You'll just be happy to make it through vacuuming the apartment today without throwing out your bag. Good luck. I ripped out the carpets, so now it's just sweeping. And I gotta worry about throwing out my bag when I sweep. All right. So we checked with the travelers and the glyphs, and they do seem to be working. So let's not keep chasing glyphs right now. I might collect more glyphs later off stream or something. Eventually, when we have a bunch of glyphs, maybe we'll try hopping to a known system to try and get some known item just for fun. Pick something. I don't know. A gun, a ship. What else would it be besides a gun or a ship? I guess a gun or a ship. So, Chronic, what are you trying to glyph to? What are you trying to get in particular that you want? Need the glyph codes working so you can get to known locations. Let's warp to some new systems. Should we... Oh, okay. Fair enough. Not just after the first one. So for Chronic, they got stuck after the first. But Captain Frantic is saying the glyphs can work out at any point, usually the second or third one. Just leave me hanging on, why don't you? Fine, I'll keep worrying about it then and pretend I'm not. And in the meantime, you're looking for a certain S-class hauler, multi-tool, fighter, capital ship. The capital ship you're looking for, does it have a known price tag, or does that vary even within the it shows up as an S-class? Speaking of, we should pick up the rest of this junk so we can drop it in... I can do that later. Drop it into crates. So crates? So crates? Bill and Ted? So crates? No, not just you. Haha!
Warning. Threat detected.
I only have the one in there, but we should bodacious. Nope. No, I haven't. VP Gaming. I've only been playing a few weeks, and I've not tried permadeath. We were just talking about that a little bit, though. Hello. Hello.
Warning. Threat detected.
Are you playing permadeath? Or have you played a little permadeath? Maybe to get to the center? Oh, that's... I hate getting lazed. You have a save file at 2 hours, 30 minutes at the center. If you want to hop over for the easy achievement. Thank you, but no. I appreciate it, though. That's cool. Maybe one day I'll give that a go. That would would be something worth doing. I mean, doing, not just getting the achievement for. Doing. Would have been faster, but you had to warp 10 plus times to find a traveler for the first glyph. So help me out. Why for the first glyph, why did things get faster after that? Did they just start showing up in lots of stations after the first one, or why did the first one make a difference? Takes 2 to 23 hours, 2 to 3 hours if you bum rush the middle. Help me out here. Your tractor beam stinks. You got about 140 hours on your perma run. Kind of wild. But you were able to do that. Should we go back to the base? Catch up with the scientist. I want to keep the scientist quest moving along, and the base. We've been waiting on that since last week, kinda, because we didn't do any during our Saturday stream, and I think Friday was the last time we did anything with the base. Oh, 100% it. I see now. 100% it. That's the 5. All the worlds, all words, all the worlds. Did you go to 18 quintillion stars? Are you null? You visited 18 quintillion worlds, not good enough. There are many more just like you. You haven't visited anything. You know nothing. Okay, let's see. Sounds interesting. Also, Willow, that sounds tasty. Bob is not null. Not null. Not null. Cheers, Bob. Hope you're well. Ball of meaty doom. Special honey butter. Yum. So the way the coordinates work, like if you look at a signal booster, coordinates are hex code for the X, Y, and Z axis in the galaxy. If you type in all zeros by only using the first glyph, it will take you to the center around 5,000 light years from the center. Well, so when you say first glyph, the first glyph you get and you just punch it in a bunch of times, doesn't it say error? I thought it was like a random location it warped to you to. Although we did end up on my first save, which we've now moved on from, doing that, just punching in the first glyph I got, took us to a planet lots of players had been to. It was exotic. I think it was exotic, and it was filled with comm buoys. And we actually did get to the space station there, an abandoned space station in that system. I don't remember checking to see how close it was to the center. Hello, Johnny Cakes. Honey butter. And get orbital. Chronic, so just inputting the first glyph does work like that? You heard from somebody, thought they were just fucking with you. EP Gaming, you get the glyphs in order, 0 through F. If you set up base there, you can go back through the portal, teleport to the base, and warp to the center. Yeah. Wow, I'm gonna have to load up that other save at some point and check if that's where that was. Kind of neat. I really thought it was a randomized location, semi-randomized location, but maybe various possible destinations when you put in just that one code. Or, I don't know. I never thought that hard about it, but That's kind of neat. We did not make a base there, but we were able to teleport back because we found our ship, lifted off world. I don't know if I'm conflating two different quests, but we found a space station abandoned, and it had a teleporter, and we couldn't use it because of portal interference, but after going back through the portal, we were then able to teleport to that abandoned space station in that system. And now I'm really curious if that system was that close to the center. Ramblin'. Randomized around the center. X of 0, Y of 0, and Z of 0 is the center, but an invalid location, so it shits you to a random system planet in the center. Aha! Now that's even that. Thank you. All this info is good.
Item received. Item received. Item received. Item received.
Alright, so we're getting down to decorations and decals. Just about tapped out the blueprint analyzer. Hey Daisy, how you doing? Did you want to see the Splatoon gun? Somehow it looks, the colors, which are as described, look less bold today. I don't know why they look less bold, but there it is. The background's blue too, so it doesn't contrast as well, but it's pink and teal. Totally Splatoon colors. Splatoon gun. And it was a freebie. It did require a lot of work. Why did they even bring us back here? Is that were we dropping off, picking up something, anything? Because of where it drops my ship on the ground here, I can't actually sell anything at the terminal from my ship. It's out of range. It's just slightly out of range from standing at the terminal. What's new and exciting? We've been talking game mechanics. Portals and glyphs and stuff. Oh, should I save this stuff, the Limium, for crafting later? Scientist, that's why we're back here. The scientist who's been waiting a week for a turn-in. Scientist who wants the selenium, which is in... I hope I didn't just leave it on the freighter. I hope I've got something in one of these containers. It might just all be on the freighter. Ah! Gonna have to pop up into space, grab the selenium, and bring it down for the scientist. Yeah, Daisy, I guess Cyberpunk is the is what's up today. And the Starship Chaos SC2. There's my busted frigate up there. Those silly Gek traders got in over their heads, and now their ship is busted and they want me to fix it. It's a show thing, Daisy. Long way off from release. No release date yet. Probably won't even come out next year. Seems most likely it would be a 2020 thing. You think spring 2019? Are they really aiming for next year? So besides that fighter, got 2 exotics and a scrapped hauler that I picked up because it's worth, that's a bug. It's showing S19 plus 4. S19 plus 4 is the fighter, and the value is not being shown correctly there. This thing has a value of 76, and we can get 20 in trade. It's scrapped. It's got a lot of busted parts. I got that ship from the Artemis quest. That was when Artemis sends you to a location and you find a crashed ship. That was the crashed ship. Yeah, I'm just guesstimating that it won't be next year. That if they were getting close enough to... If it were going to release... Shit, this bugged again. Has that ever happened to anyone when you can't exit your own freighter? And I don't think it's the ship. If I take a different ship, I'm going to have to quit and reload the game, right? No? Okay. It's just the ship bugged out? Well, that's fine. Fine then. Where's our base? Now where's that scientist at? Unknown life form. I passed my test. I am free to explore, free to pursue my passion for structural analysis. Do you have the data to operate on? An observatory would supply some. Think of all that might be done. Korvax appears to have no memory of our previous encounters. I do not know if they feel reconnected with the Convergence, or if they simply do not recall what they should feel like. I should visit an observatory for them and see if the structural analysis they claim to enjoy will prompt a memory. Did I already do the Selenium part of Quest another day? And I didn't even check my journal before taking us to the freighter to grab it. I was so sure we needed it. Look forward to seeing the results, Traveler. Maybe it's the Overseer?
Navigational data received.
You want Selenium? In this cycle, a humble farmer. In others, there is no limit to their destruction. But there is no need to worry. That which you cannot see does not happen. The Overseer's description of this potential farmer is alarming, to say the least. Are they trying to upset me, or is this some secret, released only by chance? Do not worry, friend. We would all be very different in the wrong conditions. Such is the nature of things. Boy, I guess I haven't looked at these since last week. Gather selenium. I have selenium. It's in my pocket. Maybe I just needed to update. Thank you. Weird how some of the quest triggers don't require the quest selected, and some quests require it selected or things won't trigger. It's good to see you, friend. I trust the Viking's technology kept you safe. I have the selenium required to finish the plans for the farmer's workstation. Be interesting to see what effect a second Gek will have on my Overseer. Can't imagine they've spent much time conversing with the scientist or the armorer. More Geks! Ah, to farm, we shall exploit the earth, free at last from the sentinels, and practice the glory of trade. Ag terminal. Once you have secured our farmer, you will want to trade unhindered to profit from our glorious harvest without being dragged to and fro. Never fear, friend, for I shall make it so. All I require are a few circuit boards to finish the plans for a trade terminal of our own. Overseer requests circuit boards in order to create a galactic trade terminal blueprint. The Korvax scientists should be able to provide the necessary parts. I do not have the zeal for the trade that seems to seize the GAC. Nonetheless, it would be convenient to tap into the galactic market from right here in my home. It sure would. And we can, it's upstairs, but it'll be nice to craft them too. Let's see. Where are we? Where are we? We put a farmer. Numbers look okay here. Stream still up? Anyone in? Anyone confirm stream is still up? Stream fine there? Cool. How does he know about Earth? How does he know? Everyone panic. The Atlas must have told him. Circuit board, aid the scientist. That's right, we're supposed to take a picture with something underwater sometime. Scientist wants data from an observatory. We shall go get it. But we're bringing the fighter. The one that it wouldn't let me take off the freighter. I'm gonna put the selenium back. You know what? I could stash it down here. Got all these storage containers. Nah, we're not gonna be using selenium at base much. Back to the freighter with you. Busy panicking. Sorry, can't hear you. Panicking. Can't incite horror without facts. How untrue. Data siphon installed. Accessing. Observatory appears to have been calibrated for a single purpose, to locate the interfaces of a being the Korvax call the Atlas. After many years, the inhabitant of this facility succeeded in their quest, disappearing without a trace. This quest would be a lot more interesting if somehow, when you came here to find this observatory, it was first contact and you had a world that you hadn't been to yet to explore a bit. But landing at night on a radioactive world we've already been to, I think we'll just go back to the scientist. Asking for a friend. Is here. Oh, we do have a portal. Hey, should we go portal somewhere? Let's go portal somewhere. Ah, I didn't realize we had an unused portal. I did vaguely remember that I unlocked a portal or got a location on a portal and then never went there. I was thinking we'll do this on stream. What do you say? We have 2 codes. We're just gonna go. Are we gonna go random, or are we gonna try just punching in the first code a bunch of times and see if it takes us to? Which one are we doing? We only have 2 glyphs. Prestige. Hey, hello, hello, you beautiful people. Good to see you, man. What's the word? I will catch up with your Discord messages after the stream. I saw them popping up, but only the squashed versions. Just spam the first glyph. Now, if we do if we do this and it happens, anything like what happened before, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. We might end up without this ship there, or am I just? I'm conflating it again with the other quest. The quest where you portal and end up with one of your ships randomly drawn from your ship inventory, not necessarily the one you were flying. Say drop a hard save first. Why would that matter, like, versus the save coming out of the ship, the autosave thing, in case something goes really wonky? If I make a save terminal here, that will make a manual save, and then it'll be separate from the autosave that we get on the other side, like, in case something really goes to shit. Am I reading this right? Alright, well, I can do that. Don't need to leave this here, but whatever, we'll be back. We can pick it up on the way back. Pillars of Junked.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Prestige, you just came in to quickly say hi and be on your way. Don't think you'll be back later tonight or today. Well, it's always good to see it pop up, man. I will shoot you some messages, reply on Discord rather than those topics here. I hope you're doing all right, man. It's always good to see you. Take care. Have a good weekend. Till we see you next time. I am. It's been a fantastic experience and a very effective distraction from other things, all other things.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology
Did you like the demo? I only saw a few seconds of it. I'll have to watch it later.
Technology recharge. Technology
Sure you don't want to stay for a minute and go through the Stargate with us?
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Traveler capture loop enabled. Anomaly event contained. Portal seems to beg me as I approach, demanding my attention. It requires me to activate it. It requires me to travel on. I'm unsure if I should listen. Activate portal. So, just the first glyph over and over, which I'm pretty sure is what we did on the first save, and we ended up on a planet that, as you described, may very well have been near the center. I didn't know that at the time. It had been visited by many other players. There were message beacons all over it. When we get to the other side, I guess we want to get up into space and check out the galaxy map, because that's when we'll see how close we are to the center. Is that right? All right, here we go. Spam the code! Atlas, transport error, approximating location. Well, here goes nothing or everything. I guess it's good we saved, huh? Pillars of junk. Yeah, apparently. Junk indeed. Junk indeed. Cool. Fix your games, man. Fix your game, Sean. Got it. Fix your game, Sean. Which side will we be on? I don't think we'll be on the other side. I think we'll be on the starting side. Yeah. Boy, was it good we made that save, huh? Just... Yeah. Yep. Gotta power this thing up again. Ha ha.
Technology recharge. 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 Technology recharge.
You've made a habit out of it. I have never carried around a save terminal. Maybe I should start.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
All right, we're spamming the first glyph again. Damn it, more slowly this time. Maybe I confused it. Damn. Well, I guess that's a thing. We're not warping, or we're not warping to that location. What's up with that? Fix your game, Sean. we try a different code? Try it one more time with a different glyph code so it approximates a different random location. I don't even want to try and speculate about what variables are crashed. It doesn't look like a memory leak if we just reloaded the game and it crashed again in the exact same spot. It's something else. So, you know, could it possibly be related to the destination? I don't think that's likely, but it's possible, right? So, make the last glyph the second glyph. How many are there total? I also don't see how changing the last one is going to be any different than some other randomized variation on the two glyphs we have. 15 first and last one 6, so 16 total, or it's probably going to crash again, at which point we'll say that we'll just come back to this. 11 first, and then the last one second. 11, and then a 12. 12 total, huh? I don't really care where we end up. I just wanted to portal somewhere. It's the idea that we might end up near the center. We're not going to the center, even if we end up near the center. But I'd settle for not crashing. 12 confirmed. Okay, so 11 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if it crashes, we'll just go do something else in game besides trying to get through this portal that won't let us through because we're being denied. We portaled all over on the last save. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. So much for portaling around in this save, I guess. I'll try another portal sometime, but I don't want to go chasing it right now. That's just silly. We're almost due our second break. Kind of a good time for the break, but let's get back in game and get away from this damn portal. The Portal of Mockery. I wonder if I were to load the old save and try to portal somewhere if that would crash too. Now. Sean! Well, at least I got my resources back. Yeah, that's what it was all about. I didn't even want to go through your stinking portal. Huh, how about that? I just wanted to look at it and then leave. It was my plan all along. Or I drop the ship somewhere and forget it doesn't have any fuel in it. Which ones? Plants on toxic worlds give you the willies. Which ones? The hentai ones? All of them? All of them? Grr, 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 grr. Alright, fine, we'll go back to the scientist then. We were going to when I spotted the portal on the horizon. Doubt it has anything to do with the fact that that portal... I got the ley line to that portal a few days ago and never went to it. I have no idea what layers of code are doing what, but... Hey. 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 Give me the space station. Thank you! No, you got the capital ship anyways, didn't you? A moon ball. Game sure does love to divide by zero. Story of my life. Oh, the scientist. Yeah, not the space station. We're going to the scientist. Yeah. That works. Science. He's no Mr. White. Traveler, while you have been absent, Korvax has detected anomalies. I feel alone. Perhaps the data will have the answer? This data contains no answers, Traveler. Merely these blueprints for living glass and a beacon. I need the beacon. Beacon and the living glass. No, it was still there today. Should look to see if it is still there now. I bet it is. I haven't done anything with it. Convergence is absent, Traveler. I can feel myself slipping further. Perhaps that beacon may be of some use. Construct one, and the Convergence may find me again. Korvax is grateful, Traveler. I shall also work on my own solution while you investigate the beacon. See a beacon. Microprocessor, we got that stashed away. 2 batteries and some plating.
Product constructed. Product constructed.
That did come out wrong. I didn't catch it. You could have gotten away with that. You like your new beacon? A beacon constructed? It's right next to you. We shall wait. It may take time for the Convergence to find me. My own research proved fruitless. It yielded only blueprints. Yes! Finally, yeah, the autonomous mining unit. Now, it says portable, but you can't actually pick it back up. You can only destroy it and make a new one. These are awesome. Unfortunately, this base right here, we don't even have a spot of copper on our base. But this doesn't have to be on the base. It's just sort of inconvenient if your automatic mining spot is a mile away from anywhere you're doing anything. But if we ever end up with a base that has some nodes on it, or we drop a base next to some good nodes, just maybe a teleporter and a base computer on a couple planets next to some rare nodes. Activated copper, like one of those. We put an autonomous unit on some activated copper. Check in with it from time to time would be a great way to keep up with chromatic metal. And you drop them everywhere now. I didn't use too many yet. Only dropped a couple on the other save, but they seem really useful. Those atmosphere harvester and mining unit plans prompted a thought. What if they could be friends for the beacon? What if they could make their own convergence? This is the best part of the scientist quest, is from here on out. These shall be my children, traveler. I have transmitted a crafted intelligence to the beacon so that they might live and connect as the Korvax do, but it cannot see the world. Bring me scan data so that I might teach it. Operator entity Hayatasia's plans seem desperate, but it does seem to have genuinely made them happier, or at least less anxious about their separation. The Korvax asks me to scan creatures to feed its newly created intelligence. How do you think they say that? We thank you, traveler. Or is that just the robot throat clearing? Does he just... Is that just a mechanical sound? Probably. Gesundheit. Thank you. Thank you. Scan creatures, let's go to a new system. Finally, let's go warp somewhere. I was thinking about... We were going to portal somewhere. We were finally going to get somewhere new by portaling, and then that didn't work. I've been bouncing around in a region of space, and I don't think I've really moved in any particular direction. I've been traveling to a bunch of mostly wealthy systems, opulent variations, booming. All right, there's a couple odds and ends that aren't comfortable, advanced, wealthy, satisfactory, flourishing, opulent. You get the idea. Well, the reason I say that is, let's not worry about that right now. Let's move in another direction. Let's actually go somewhere else. I don't have any warp drive, hyperdrive mods on any of my ships, but the Explorer, the exotic, does have a warp drive that'll go a lot further. If we're gonna make a couple jumps, maybe we pull out that ship. Am I overthinking this? I'm overthinking this. Let's just make a few jumps. Where's the platform? All right. What do we need to make a few warp cells?
Product constructed. Product constructed.
Where'd my warp cells go? These pop-ups, you can't see a damn thing with these pop-ups.
Constructed.
Okay. Urge it up.
Technology recharge.
Inventory's plenty clear. Got some drop pod coordinate data for wherever we land. Expand our inventory. Go! Hit the tower! So since this was the system we started in, but we really haven't made it very far, how do we pick a direction? Why don't we let the warp computer, we'll pretend we're heading towards the center just to give us a direction to move in, and hopefully some longer jumps, a few longer jumps. So if we say galactic core, not a very long jump. And I already have a teleporter in that system. All right, and then you would send us to ending B, Arisan, sustainable. Well, that's absurd to make this first. I'm not using warp fuel to go to a system that I've been in. And Rambashang, I've got a teleporter in that system. All right, we're gonna teleport to Rambashang and then let it take us whichever direction. Nope. Not a chance. Grunsky. Not gonna happen. No, I stopped applying for partner like 2 years ago. They had their chance. I hate to say it, but Twitch had their chance. Channel was bigger and more active in 2015. Now they've gotten even. It doesn't need anything. You could have 100 viewers average every day, which meets all of Twitch's guidelines for partnership, and you don't get partner because of that. That's when they let you start applying again. So the answer is no. No, they're not. They're not partnering me. If the channel somehow grows a lot and becomes extremely active on a daily basis in the future, then who knows? Maybe one day I'll apply again. But no, the answer to your question is no. Since they started the affiliate program, they also removed a lot of the need for that. It would be great to have more emotes, and the financials are a little different. But other than that, I mean, we got our channel badges. We got a couple channel emotes. It's all good. The last 2 croissants. Well, I'd take them off your hands, relieve you of the pressure. I could do that. Thank you, Willow. If only that's what they were looking for, was just awesome peoples. But they're looking for the numbers. That whatever the numbers they're looking for is a little mysterious. Checking what's on the board before we hop somewhere. Comet droplets. No, I'm not. Willow, no. I don't know if that was the question. I was asked if I thought I'd be partnered anytime soon. The answer is no. No. Not magic. I guess so. Something. I did not name that planet. That is its given name. It's free! You know what? Our freighter has a longer warp distance even than this. So Rambashang would take us here just as adequate to Gex system. Next jump, if we were just letting it drag us away from where we were. We're still in this events expanse. I wonder how big are these Hey, there's one. Bukieri Cloud. So a few jumps away, we finally move out of the expanse I've been in and into a different region. All right, well, let's use this at... Come on, map. Help me out here. Take us back. Come on. What are you doing? Camera, please. Okay. Come on. Yeah. That. Thank you. Go. Boy, that screen. Free V. You always wanted a V. DJ, hey man. Welcome. Aggressive conflict level, adequate economy, 5 planets. Your guess would be cold hard cash revenue. I think. Well, it's a pretty safe guess. EJ in Latvia. They're selling coffins with built-in speakers. Explain that one a little more.
Hostile scan detected.
We're being attacked already. We just got here, man. Temperate planet. Ah, we gotta check that sucker out.
Detected.
Well, I don't want to shoot the space station. We gotta be really careful. I do not want to shoot the space station, or we will get all the cops on us. Shit, man, that sucked. That was an opening barrage that I just did not need. Damn. Rough. This is rough. Where'd you go, asshole? Shields? How about some shields? Shields recharged? Damn, this system is harsh. This is our welcome. Nice welcome, Matt. Yeah, my shields are gonna go down really soon. Ah, I don't want to hit the space station. Problems. Problems. Really don't want to hit the space station. I've done that. How much damage can the actual ship take? I haven't really pushed it much with my shields down. This sucks. I'm having so much trouble. Can I get a little shield restoration there? Thank you. Boy, the 2 dogfights I've had today are the worst I've had yet. And we need another shield mod for this thing. I've been holding off on buying it. Now I'm having a bit of regret. I'm not liking this. Woo! Damn! Alright, we're in the space station. I am dangerous! Them pirates was thirsty.
No free slots in suit inventory.
Wait, my suit inventories? No. Oh, fuck, never mind. Too many messages. Like that style. Alright, new system. First order of business. Let's grab that upgrade. Ah! What kind of upgrades he's got? Thermal, life support, rad, thermal, movement. Got a lot. Piece of the dance. Gotta look. have any S-Class mods. Alright, we'll check the ship vendor and see if you've got, I need another shield mod. I thought we'd have a medium or a large fighter by now. I will eat an inventory slot for a shield upgrade, if he's got one. Photon, phase beam, pulse engine. Could buy a third phase beam mod. I do only have 2 installed right now. Why not? Let's do it. If investing a little more in our current ship means that I suddenly see another one we need to trade for, buy, that's fine. That's the way to trick the game into spawning a really good ship for us, that's fine. So I figure we can put a... I think it's worth remaking the economy scanner in a different slot so that I can put the shield, another shield mod here for synergy. You think that's even worth it? Or should I just stick another shield mod in one of these slots? If there's a traveler here, I'll hit him up for a grave site and we can see what we'll see. New black. Corporate property. Nah, no thanks. Any travelers? About some directions. Trading post. Give me more odors. I would read all these dialogues out loud, but they repeat most of them, and I've read them so many times. Only so many times I can read some of those out loud. Yes, more odor, more odor. Give me all the odors. Get one more set of directions before we head out. Touch the data pad. Come on, how about some directions? You're cool looking. Oil Gek. Friend, you have work for me, yes? Oh, this could be our farmer. Yeah, he does look pretty cool. Should we hire this guy? He really stood out. The thing is, all the Geks stand out at first. He stands out here. So we've got one purple and one yellow Gek. They'd make a pair. Got nice head plates. Friend, you have work for me? Yes? I've served in the finest kitchens and gardens across 12 systems, and each one producing prize-winning cuisine. I grow all my own ingredients. Hire me, yes? What's his name? Getsrera. I don't know. Is he interesting? The Gek chirps happily at the sight of me. They promise to help me grow all kinds of crops on my world. The required paperwork has already been signed, apparently. Farmer offers to join my world. Say hold out for another one? All right. I'm not... I was looking for directions. Oh, he's hurt now. What directions? You think he looks sketchy as fuck? See, I got really, for the base overseer, I turned down a few. I was being really picky, and then in the end, I thought I had found the one, and then later I was going, well, don't tell him, but I picked a real weirdo. So, I'm hoping some of these waypoints are on. Yeah, the verdant world that was just around the corner from the station. Temperate planet. That has some real potential for being a pretty world. You picked the trade post. Okay. I didn't take that second break, did I? How did that happen? First contact. Choking humidity isn't always a problem. Limited sentinels. Sometimes wish there was a wait mechanic so you could go inside a structure and wait until dawn. I don't mind running around at night, but it's really not the same discovering a planet at night and not being able to see its color palette. Let's hit the ground. Dimlek, not play No Man's Sky, but couldn't you go around the planet to the other side? You definitely can, but the light cycles are, how was it described the other day? They're simplified. They're not, if they had day-night cycles on planets simulate accurate celestial mechanics, you would be in darkness too often on too many planets and so forth. So the day-night cycle is a simplified one. Good to see you.
Units received.
Isaiah. Yeah. And as Chronic likes to remind, at every turn, it's just not elite. Von Buki, yeah, you said simplified, but yes, if you went to the other side, it would be daylight.
Units received.
So yeah, you can do that. We came here to a waypoint we were given to the trade outpost, but we could just as easily have flown to the other side of the planet and used our economy scanner to find a trade outpost on our own. And welcome back, Daisy. Finally have internet. What happened? Did it go out? The house? The neighborhood? Total shit lately. Were they fixing today or just breaking it some more? Hold still. Hold still.
Units received.
Oh, he's a happy little guy. Sucks to be involuntarily without internet. It sure does. Anymore, it's like being without other essentials. You lose power, water, sewage, and you take them for granted when they're there. They're just the things that are there. But then you lose them.
Units received.
Spongelima. Julima.
Units received.
Daisy, you haven't called in? It's just been really bad lately. How long was that down? It was a couple hours? You didn't call in? I was out a couple hours. I'd be on them. I'd also know they weren't going to do anything just because I called them. But, slide, man, slide. The slope is just right. Oh, yeah, do the power slide. That was a good long one. Today's property inspection day, Von Buki, hence the vacuum. Have you ever tried to make a computer build table look pretty? It's impossible, I tells ya. Well, make it look cool. Very technical. Important. Functional. They see me sliding. They hating. Let's get the ship. Let's go to that drop pod. I'll have to go wandering off. At least we got some light now. Why did I wander past that very tech I marked anyways? Not that it's an important thing, but I marked it so I could grab it.
Units received.
400,000 for scanning a bouncing mushroom. Hey, are you guys tasty? Are you safe to eat? Daisy, it was only 45 minutes. Internet's been dropping connection. Sometimes I'm amazed anything works. All our disparate systems. Just the circuitry alone being designed in so many different places, manufactured and assembled in different places, and it all actually functions. It doesn't just short out and blow up in the end, and then add more complex hardware assemblies and software and all the layers of that. All the software that's designed piecemeal and stacked on top of other software, and it's amazing anything works. Just gotta catch him, man. All you gotta do is catch him. Are you fast enough? They don't seem that quick. Just... Harvest your own, man. Seemed even more orange than some of the other orange worlds. It was very bright. Tower avoided. You have now won the game. 16 warp jumps until completion. Not supposed to buzz the towers. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. When I do it or when you do it? Sorry if I just gave you vertigo. I guess it's sort of like being the driver in a car versus the passenger. If the driver's bouncing around, rarely does it make the driver feel ill, but if you're a passenger and the driver's bouncing around... But everything on this planet bounces. So when you do it, it messes with your head. I don't get a huge sense of vertigo from that. I kind of like that, the little bit of ooh. If I were to hang upside down or hang off the side of my bed, I would feel some vertigo, but I do all right with the in-game there. I'm afraid of heights, though, and games often trigger my fear of heights. I have desensitized in games over the past few years, mostly thanks to Assassin's Creed games, but
Technology prepared. Technology prepared.
yeah, it doesn't seem to be a thing here for me. You get that in Just Cause? Another one I still haven't played. Von Buki, you've got chronic vertigo. I must stink. They just strike any time, or do you know what sets it off and you avoid it?
Units received.
Sorry about giving you all vertigo. I didn't know it was contagious. Maybe your doctor can prescribe a cream. Sorry, don't mind me. That cave life? I haven't seen a creature that was just in a cave for a while. Whatever it is, they're on the far side of the rocks, I think. If I can get to them, though.
Units received.
Maybe it is a cave life. Or... no. Oh! Now there's the mushroom! Dude! This... There's the mushroom you want, Chronic. Think about that. That'll last you a lifetime. Yeah, look at that thing. Hell. Ooh. Listen to the sound it makes. Did you hear it? Not that one. It went. It's like. Do it again. Not that one. Different noise. Yeah. Do you mind if we try and preserve you? He's nodding. I think he's okay with it. Five of 9. Both the mushroom species, the little blues and the big reds. One side of the mushroom will make you grow taller, and the other will make you grow shorter. Hands down, the best planet.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
the little blues. Yeah, yourself. Over that hill is Joe Rogan, and he's totally off his tits. You just need a nip field. Can we get an update for farming nip? What am I doing? Or you think that'll do? Okay, do it. The filter will let us. I think that one will pass. No way the filter will eat that one. Rena, let's hit the right button this time, Jay. Like that? Should we do that? Silo Siberia?
Protection fully.
Boy fight. Now we'll be back. Now we know where to come back to. There he is, look. Very, very slowly. He's not in any rush. And sometimes he's trying to get away in this direction, but then he sees something pretty over here, and then he's just trying to get away in that direction. So he doesn't actually get anywhere, but
Temperature levels stable.
he's very slowly getting away. Ooh, squirrel! Says, why is that mushroom chasing nothing? Hey, buddy. Just don't look at me. Let's find, we did 2 drop pods, or was that on a different planet? How about, let's find a manufacturing facility, something. Let's see if we can get a couple cool blueprints for no particular reason. Let's see what kind of blueprints we can get. Hey, is that a minor settlement? You see the minor settlement? Is right over, hold on. Let me, camera orientation before I lose it. There's a minor settlement that way. right over. Not the drop pod. Not the trade post. There was something else. Did you guys see it? There's a minor settlement. Looks like southwest. West-southwest. I'm gonna run that way a little bit. You still haven't gotten the nip-nip planting recipe for manufacturing plants, you jonesing? That is, you can get a nip. I haven't done any farming. I haven't done it yet, so. I know nothing. What's good to start farming with? You just, based on what blueprints you've gotten, or should you hold off on farming things until you have certain blueprints? On guard! Only a moment. It was right before the stream. I didn't get to see more than a minute. I'll have to watch it later. What'd you think? Are you suitably excited? Tell me you're hyped. I need this. You need it. Breathe, man. It could be more than a year yet. You're a living glass farmer for steady, easy, dirty space bucks. That must be, there's a lot of lubricant involved, isn't there? Hi, traveler. Didn't expect to find a traveler here. Have you come for me? This strange being seems to stare right through me, as if they are not truly there. And then I see it. There's dried blood caked across its exosuit, splattered across its face. Boss Wick! Hey, man! Cheers, thank you! Like you bits! Welcome. Hey, Jay, hopefully you're doing well. Gonna lurk as usual. Have a great stream. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, too. It looks like Deus Ex on steroids. I've been mentioned a couple times already. You love you some Deus Ex. Ask about the blood. Threaten them. What's with the blood, man? It was in such agony. I had to save it. Please, there was no profit. You can have everything I took. I'll tell their family. That was... okay. What did you say, Captain Frantic? Deus Ex with testicles? Something like that? How about another grave site? That might be my favorite cheer. That and the ones when they go, when a Gek goes like that, it's great, but. Optimized light silencer. Thank you. And if he's selling anything interesting, well, he has drop pod coordinate data, but we've got some and we'll get more. We don't need to buy it. Semiconductors. Have anything we needed to drop on the terminal? Salvage tech. Still have some blueprints to pick up. I don't need to sell it. Coffee o'clock. Right. Oh, I still didn't take that second break. It is coffee o'clock. Let me take a 5-minute break, okay? I am bad. Bad. I started noticing I hadn't taken the break more than half an hour ago. We're now about 45 minutes overdue for that break, so I'll take 5 and then come back and we'll be, we'll go another hour 20, whatever it is. The time, until the time when we're not going. In a few. Stay tuned.